Welcome to Verbal Pick Radio, where we give you a verbal image of life, and we are everyday people. I'd like to welcome you all to the show. I want to just talk briefly about Michael K.Williams' life and how Tupac helped him land his first movie role, which launched his career, where people could recognize his talent as an actor, right? Now, y'all got to remember, in the late 80s, early 90s, the movement of black excellence was in full effect, right? To where we wanted to display our talents and give the people what they wanted, and also show that we're just as good in any field of endeavor as anyone else on the planet, right? So when Pac saw a picture of Michael K.Williams, because at the time, what was that movie they was filming at the time where he played Pac's little brother? Hold on, let me get it. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. I'll just go right here. Bam. And Bullet. Right. The movie was Bullet. Now this is the story. Says one particular clip that has gone viral is a 2018 interview with People TV, in which the Wire actor explains how Tupac-Shakur played an integral role in him getting a shot in Hollywood. Michael K. Williams earned his first role thanks to Tupac, who vouched for him to play his brother in 1996 Bullet. At the time, there were no auditions for the role, so it came down to Pac taking a liking to his Polaroid. He said, Michael K. Williams, that Tupac saw me in my picture and saw that scar, was like, yo, go find this dude. He looks thugged out enough to play my little brother, the late actor remembered, right? Just like that. But if Pac was a hater, he'd be like, brother got a scar, I don't think he's going to work in Hollywood, so and so. Because you got people out there that's like that, Opportunity is there, but they hate on you because in their mindset, they have a vision or an image of what Hollywood and society looks like, right? Or how they want to shape it. You look thugged out, you got a scar on your face, you too dark, I'm not letting you in, I'm gonna block your success, right? Or try to. You got haters like that. When Pac, you gotta remember, was raised a revolutionary. His mother was a Panther, so that yearning, that desire to see black people rise was embedded in him. And it showed through his actions and the choices he made, right? And in his lyrics, and in his music, and in his movies, was more of, black people unite, we can all get down, right? But the enemy or the colonizer, he understands that. So he works day and night to make sure that those goals never happen, or put a lot of obstacles and roadblocks in the way to where if you don't have that heart of a lion, then you would just fade away, and that'll be the end of it, right? We're going to continue to read. At the time of the movie's filming, a neophyte, right, Michael K. Williams, didn't know Tupac was instrumental in him getting the role until the Death Row legend told him the story of how he chose him based on his Polaroid photo in between takes on the set. According to the New York Post, the Emmy-nominated actor and New York City native was found dead by local authorities inside his Brooklyn penthouse by his nephew on Monday. Reports believe a suspected drug overdose could be in play as the investigation continues. Right. Now, I don't know what made someone like Martin Lawrence run down the street in a gun saying people was trying to kill him. I don't know why Dave Chappelle said maybe that Hollywood is a little weird. Like what's going on in Hollywood, you got to be strong to contend, I guess, with the energy that's there. Right? I don't know why so many artists and entertainers do the heavy, what's the terminology for it? The heavy drugs, the controlled substance type drugs to maintain in that environment, But it happens to a lot. Up and down the board, to where it's almost like, it's common. You hear an actor die, especially the actor, either it's he got shot or an overdose, right? Some drugs, it was around somewhere. And me myself, as touch and go within the entertainment industry. Like I just finished shooting my first film, Black's Journey. You can find it on FlexNet TV and also at vcmfilms.gumroad.com. Check it out, right? But I don't know why, certain drugs and certain controlled substance type drugs are in play to deal with the energy that surrounds the industry, but it's prevalent and it's there. Now, right. So now it also reported. Now after that, right. Now let me show you. We're speaking on unity, right? Hey man, we need to unify. We need to unify, right? But we all know the reality of growing up in the hood. I don't care if it's the hood in Houston, Chicago, New York, Philly, whatever. Mississippi, whatever. The hood is the hood. And it plays out the same way across the board, right? You attack me, I'm going to attack you back, right? And then if it continues to go back and forth, then it escalates from just words to getting physical, right? Because some see it as, well, I got to protect my brand. Some see it as, hey, man, this is the way I was raised and this is how it went down since I was in elementary school. Some would say, well, this is all I know. I don't know. But, man, we got to find a better way to be more diplomatic about our beefs, right? Because, and the reason I say this is because if you're a multimillionaire, even if you're a brilliant thinker, right, you have the capacity and the capability of creating businesses that can hire people from the community so they can better their lives or pull someone up, such as Tupac saw Michael K.Williams pitch and pulled him up from the position he was at. That's what it's about. But if you get shot or get locked up, then it takes away a valuable person that can help others. It just removes you off the chessboard, right? So, and by removing you off the chessboard, it not only hurts you, but it hurts those who had potential and you were in the position of power to elevate them, right? To where we're not all selfish. Now, in some cases, yeah, it's good to be selfish when you're looking out for yourself because, we grow up to where don't nobody look out for us. We got good words, but nobody really looks out for us, right? And you're not looking out for people unless you got businesses in that community and you hiring your people. Because over the time we realize in the capitalistic society, you got to have economics and you got to have businesses. And you got to spend money with your people, right? And then the money you spend with your people got to spread throughout the community and help build it up to help build back better from where you found it when you first laid eyes on it. Let's build back better. Meaning you first look at a situation, right? At first you're not successful yet, but you look at the situation and you're working. You become successful. The community helps you become successful. Then you go back and then you build it better than what it was when you first looked out when you wasn't successful. Now you have something that you can show and the people can see, wow, yeah, this is, I see the improvements. That's what it's about. That way you know you're going forward. You know that you left A, now you headed to B. But if you at A and you just stuck on A and you never reach it to B, but you got a lot of words and you got a lot of comments and so, that's not helping anyone, right? So after the death of Michael K.Williams, they jump on 50. They say 50 Cent slammed for distasteful Instagram post following the Wire actor Michael K.Williams' death. Well, look, I mean, come on. If they had beef in the past, 50 gonna be 50, and he's been doing that for, you know what I mean? And wasn't nobody really shocked, if you know what I mean. So let's get into that for a quick moment. It says, according to the New York Post, Williams' body was discovered alongside drug paraphernalia, suggesting he'd taken a fatal dose of heroin or fentanyl, right? Right? Fatal dose. Right? And the people, see, the thing about it is, the people who personally knew Michael K.Williams, I mean, that's on this block that knew, they knew what he was on, but he's spending money, and it's circulating in that world, and it took him out. But it's hard for someone to say, hey man, look, man, I got a little brother, I got a little cousin, I got a niece, somebody that want to act. Why don't you get off this stuff? We're not gonna sell it to you. You need to get off. You need to help them out and let's build, bro. But eventually, if you keep going like you're going, it's going to catch up with you and take you out. Meaning love for the community, right? But 50 Cent, who has built an impressive career in television since his glory days as a rapper, is catching flack for his recent post about Williams. Shortly after news broke, 50 chose to use the New York Post article about Williams' death to promote his popular television show, Raising Cain. 50. Damn, if you didn't see Raising Cain, check it out. He captioned the post. Then he said, that fentanyl is no joke. Killing the clientele. R.I.P. Michael K.Williams. Because in Raising Cain, that coke that the young Cain had cooked up was killing people. Right? Now, in 2018, Michael K.Williams called out 50 Cent, right, for allegedly spreading a false rumor about James Jimmy Henchman Rosemond getting jumped behind bars, right? I just stopped past with a little message for anyone who may or may not be interested in anything they've heard in regards to Jimmy Rosemond on social media these past few days. And this is what Michael K.Williams was writing. They are completely false, y'all. I speak to him and his team of lawyers on a regular basis, and I assure you he is fine and in prayer. So with that, I'll say to anyone under the sound of this simple man's voice, God bless. 50 Cent fired back. Old Omar, how much they pay you to play a punk? Punk, mind your business. The fuck wrong with you? Right? Now, Williams was just 54 at the time of his death. The New York City native was initially discovered by the late Tupac-Shakur, who recommended he play Hot Top in the 1996 film Bullet, right? Which people will go back and will reference and look at Bullet film with Pac, and and actually go over all the roles that the brother played all the way up until Lovecraft. Man, wow, y'all gotta forgive me, because, man, I'm getting messages saying that I like some stuff, and I'm on the phone doing the interview, and I haven't been on any social media. That's weird. Man, you don't never know what the hell is going on. But I'm simply saying we gotta do better, right? Or, I don't know, I don't know. I look at it, it's two mindsets, right? You got the mindset of those who always been free and understand the unity of freedom and how far it would take you, right? Then you got the slave mentality minded people who against unity and every man for themselves, because that's the way the system presented it. And when I say slave minded, not saying that they have the mind of a slave. I'm saying that that's the mindset they had to adapt to under the cloak of slavery or slave master, and how harsh his treatment was against his slaves. So we've been trying to unite those black natives who never saw slavery, and the blacks who were brought over here as captors and kidnapped who saw slavery, and see how we could come together as one and build our empire. You get it? You get it? Nah, you don't get it. We got some more shows to do, but that's okay. You gonna get it, because you'll be forced to get it due to circumstances and situations that will arise in the near future, from unrest all the way to this climate change. Okay. But when you stand up for yourself and your belief, that's a sign of freedom, right? But make sure you do that across the board, right? Don't bow to nothing. Keep rolling, because, whether you 50 Cent or Michael K.Williams, right? To start at A, meaning you have less when you was at A than you have today when you climb the ladder. Takes guts to get out there, put yourself out in the public's eye, and go for what you know. Take guts. So both understand. Both successful. Anytime we lose a person of influence, it's not a good day. It's not a good time, right? Because when a person of influence has a platform that can reach out to millions, that's another day of getting a proper message over to help the cause when people are being still threatened like it's the 1800s. I'm talking about voters' rights. I'm talking about systemic racism. I'm talking about exposing the racism within Hollywood. I'm talking about, because one day something's gonna dawn and click and say, "Hey, man, this ain't right. Let me stand for what's right." And matter of fact, let me give my input or create a film, a movie, a narrative, telling the plight of black men and women on the planet through the eyes of a black man or a woman, not through the eyes of what we think the colonizer or white people would like to see to satisfy their need to see us play the mammy or the slave or the butler or the pimp or the drug dealer or the, you know what I mean? We know that makes money, yeah. That's, but every now and then you got to put something out there that shows the true strength and knowledge of the black man and the woman, because believe it or not, behind that camera, man, that camera is powerful. Y'all already know that. You know that, right? But I know it's frustrating when you can't create how you want to create without them saying, well, if you're going to put it on my network, and if I'm going to distribute it for you, and I'm talking about the colonizer, then you got to take this out, you got to take that out, and you got to present it this way, right? But that's good. But that's okay, because what he's doing is he pissing off so many people to where they're gonna say, you know what, I'm gonna start my own independent distribution company like FlexNet TV, FLEXNET TV, right? To build that up. Matter of fact, look, 50, this is what I want 50 to do, right? This is what I want 50 to do, right? And 50, you can email me, coldblac@icloud.com. If you got up and coming directors, right, that got powerful content, right, advertise and help put some on FlexNet TV to help that black independent distribution company grow, right? And we'll touch base and I give you the insight on that. But see that's helping, that's beneficial. See, that's like Pac helping Michael K.Williams. Be like 50 helping FlexNet TV grow to a bigger company, help it expand, which he has the power to do that. And we work all the details and everything out, you know what I'm saying, when we connect, right? But hey, we gotta keep rolling, people, man. There's a lot going on. Don't get weary, and don't fall out yet, and don't get discouraged. Don't get scared. You know what I mean? Don't start shaking at the knees. Don't say our hope is gone. We doomed. And they trying to take the voting rights away. Hey, we've been fighting the right to vote since before the right to vote was even given to us. This is nothing new, right? We're just playing the game, but we got to create our own game. Verbal Peak Radio, we're out.